point I find them that they want anything, I mean, they are in down.
You don't call the
Let me hold on, I take some.
judgment in 4 appeals that came up this morning to this afternoon, and those appeals were all resolved in favor of APC, its candidates, and so on. So that's why we are here today.
I mean, can you talk to the listening client?
Okay, the appeals arose from the decision of Federal High Court, sitting in Port Harcourt, wherein some members who claim to be, some persons who claim to be members of the All Progressives Congress went to court alleging that they were excluded from participating in the World Delegate Congresses that held on the 18th of May 2022, and as a result of that, they were not given the chance to participate in the primaries that were held on 26th, 28th of May 2022. Now they told the court to nullify the congresses, at the same time set aside the primaries that arose from those congresses. And the trial court agreed with them that they were excluded from participating. Even when we raised issues that they had no locus, it was a pre-election matter, no members of the party, the trial judge did not agree with us. As expected of us, we had to appeal to the Court of Appeal. So APC as a party appealed. Candidates of the APC, national constituency and the state constituencies appealed. The governorship candidate also appealed. And we came here, the appeals were heard some 2 weeks ago, and we got notice that judgment will be delivered today. And the Court of Appeal just set aside that judgment, the judgment of a Federal High Court, saying that those persons, or 400 of them that they claimed, were not members of APC, had no locus because they did not participate in the primaries that brought up the candidates of APC, and that the trial court had no jurisdiction in the first place to entertain an inter-party affair. So the judgment was set aside, and cost of 500,000 naira awarded against them in the 3 appeals. So they are owing us 1.5 million naira. So they're going to pay us. So by this judgment, this is one of the landmines that were laid for APC in his road to 2023 victories. So I removed just the landmine today. I think with this, we can start our campaigns. Those who suspect their campaigns can go on campaigning, because I don't think there will be any other impediment to our road to victory in 2023 general elections.
That was a case you withdraw.
Changing the propriety of their congresses, their primaries, their candidates, especially how their governorship candidate was nominated. So that appeal, we withdrew it because yesterday we took arguments on the propriety of a political party suing another political party. And as a very senior member of the bar, I told the court that I argued yesterday that the court had no jurisdiction. I cannot today argue on the other side, on the reverse converse position. So I only had to withdraw the appeal. That was what happened today.
But sir, the judge, she was actually scolding not only you but other lawyers. He was actually scolding not only you but other lawyers with regards to filing what he referred to as frivolous cases that had no business being at the Court of Appeal. And he said, if I remember correctly, that you should advise.
The presiding judge only advised the legal advisors of the 2 parties, the APC and the PDP, who were in court. They should advise their party members, the leadership, even though it was difficult for them most times to agree with their advice. But they should advise them that most times they should sieve the cases that they bring to court.
Would you be advising them like that?
Of course, as a lawyer, if you bring a case that has no merit, that I consider will not be meritorious, that will not have chances of survival, I will advise you. But if you still insist and you are so vehement that you can go on, well, we'll look at it the other way around But the ones that I know that won't succeed at all, I will not even take that.
Okay, sir. In 2019, we actually saw this very thing, that is APC having victory at any level of court. But this time,
APC?
Yes.
Why they are not on ballot?
Okay.
Why they are not ballot. But this year we are seeing victory at this level. What has changed?
You see, the case that made APC not to be on ballot in 2019 was almost similar to this. APC, Ibrahim Omar against APC. You know, that matter was never decided on its merit. Even the Supreme Court affirmed that in the case of APC and Dele Moses, that the matter was never decided on. It was matter that was what they said. It was a consent judgment that parties agreed, which was not true. So all attempts by APC to appeal the judgment of Honorable Justice Chinwendu Wogu were all not successful because the courts had different, appellate courts had different view of what happened in that case. But we are happy that in the case of APC against Dele Moses, when same persons went to court with different persons, the Supreme Court had to make it clear that case was not heard on its merits. And as we heard today, recently, Supreme Court this year, in the month of October, November, had also departed from what they said in that APC and Omar. So only aspirants, only those who of the Constitution, only enthrones internal democracy as for those who are in the party, not for those who are not members of the party. It's not for another party like APC going to sue PDP, querying or challenging what happened in their primaries, or PDP doing the same thing. That internal democracy is for members of the party. When you participate in the primary and you feel that the primary was skewed or was not done in accordance with that, that's what gives you the right to go to court. The local standing is very limited. Before now, it was that both party could not be sued to court in selection of their candidate. So years before 2006, when it was Amechi's case that expanded the coast. You know why? Because there was an amendment to the Electoral Act, where they said before you could nominate, you could change and substitute the candidate, it must provide cogent and verifiable reason. That was why Amechi was able to succeed. That law just came into effect. If not, the law has been that political party cannot be sued in respect of how they nominate their candidates.
Thank you. Sir, any update on Tonye Cole's appeal with regards to his disqualification?
They've not given us any listing, but that, since in as much as that case has to do with nomination of candidates, and so maybe it may go the way others are going.
Thank you very much, sir.
Excited that as a party we are back on the ballot and we are free to go ahead with our campaigns and begin to enforce our rights as aspirants in this election. The judgment today, throwing away setting aside that of the Federal High Court that disqualified us, has shown that no one person owns the judiciary. That is the impression they have tried to create here. And so they've even gone ahead to tell their people to begin to sew uniforms for celebration that no other political party will be on the ballot. And it's becoming embarrassing to the judiciary of this country that an individual will want to determine the democratic fate of everybody. So we are happy today that the court has proved otherwise at appeal court and has set aside that very annoying, like he said, vexatious judgment of the Federal High Court. And right now, Rivers people have the right, they have options to choose from. This is democracy. We want the space to be open so that people can determine and choose who they want to govern them and who they want to represent them. That is the minimum that you can get in democracy. And that has been restored today in Rivers State. We are happy, and the people should wait for us. We'll be on the field soon. Already being handled, like he said, we are in court on those executive orders. We're a law-abiding party, and we believe that the same way we have had Daniels in court today, we'll have Daniels to determine that. Thank you.
Let me conclude.
Ambassador Ojingofa.